What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Tyrese. Apparently his ex-wife has added a new attorney and is trying to come after him for pretty much half or most of what he has. Now, she's taken the Nicole Young route as far as hiring 3 attorneys, and she wants Tyrese to be able to pay for those attorneys. And what's interesting about all of this is that she left Tyrese. Tyrese, according to what I have seen, read on the matter, and I actually did a video about their initial divorce. Y'all can go and check it out in the description box if I miss out any details. She left him. Okay, but he's now in this article basically saying that he was filming a movie and she left and did not return to the residence. And that's what started everything. She didn't want to be with Tyrese. So if you don't want to be with Tyrese, why are you coming after him for money? Why are you hiring a third attorney unless you are really trying to go after him for at least half of what he has? Even though she was not even married to Tyrese she wasn't even married to Tyrese that long. Yes, they have a child together, but they weren't even married to each other that long. See, this is a prime example of women who don't want to be with somebody, but they want that man's money. You didn't want to be with Tyrese anymore, but you want Tyrese's money. Now, according to Sandra Rose, Tyrese's estranged wife, Samantha Gibson, is trying to take him to the cleaners. According to a source, Tyrese filed a motion to disallow unreasonable attorney's fees after a third attorney submitted an entry of appearance to represent Samantha as lead counsel. She now has 3 attorneys and running up a huge legal tab that Tyrese will be on the hook for. Fans compare Samantha to Nicole Young, whose legal team was granted $4 million in legal fees from Dr. Jaye. There are a lot of attorneys that have gotten rich and sent their kids to private schools and paid for college tuition over being divorce attorneys. Divorce attorneys do very well. That's why she has 3 of them. Nicole Young had 3 of them. According to the motion filed by Tyrese's attorney, Tanya Mitchell Graham, Samantha positioned herself in the light that makes her appear to be victimized by Tyrese. I can believe that because most of these women do this. Most of these women, when they don't want to be with these guys anymore, they will make themselves the victim. And I'm not saying that Samantha's a bad person. Obviously, Tyrese married her, so he didn't think she was a bad person. But divorces bring out the worst in women. And the thing about Samantha is that she is hyper religious, doing Bible studies on her Instagram. She's hyper religious. You would think that now she is a feminist, but you would think that somebody that's hyper religious would be hypersensitive to try to portray themselves as something that they aren't, to try to be almost deceitful. Samantha attempted to settle the child support matter without court intervention whatsoever through private mediation. Samantha is demanding a whopping $20,000 a month for their 3-year-old daughter, Tyrese Gibson. $20,000 for one child. I can understand if she's looking for spousal support, but she's talking about $20,000 just for the kid. That's 3 years old. What is a 3-year-old going to do with $20,000 a month? They should never allow women to seek that amount of money for one child. I don't care how much money the father has. I don't care how much money Tyrese has. He still should not be on the hook for $20,000 a month for a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old is probably not even in school yet. So you can't say, well, this is for her schooling, or this is for making sure she has, clothes and can maybe, none of that. That $20,000 is going to go straight to Samantha to pay her bills. And this is the paperwork here. She asked the court to approve a special master and an emergency hearing when no such emergency existed. According to her motion, Samantha allegedly claimed that the singer-actor kicked her and their minor child out of his $4 million Buckhead mansion and then changed the locks. In reality, Samantha secretly packed her bags and moved out of the marital residence while Tyrese was away filming a movie. Now that's just dirty, man. So why is she saying that he kicked her out and the child out when she left him? See, I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe Tyrese would kick his 3-year-old daughter out of the house, especially while he's away filming a movie. What I think happened was her and Tyrese probably had a falling out, maybe over the phone, because he's away. He's probably in another country, so away filming the film. He's far away. He's far away, another state or whatnot. I don't think he had the energy to kick her out of the house. He's focusing on working. She's focusing on her feelings. And I do believe she left him. And even though she left him, she still wants to go to court and act like he kicked her out. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes for 1 second that Tyrese would kick his daughter out of the house. Do you see what the lengths that these women will go through in divorce court? I'm telling you, divorce brings out the worst in women. That's why most men don't want to marry you, because they don't want to have to deal with disappointing you in one way and then you divorcing them and the real you come out. She left this man. She packed her bags and left. I truly believe that. And now she wants him to take care of her and fund her lifestyle, even though she don't want to be with him anymore. And of course she wants primary custody. She wants to be the primary caregiver because that's where the money is. And she could talk about how great of a single mother she is. Because I do not believe he kicked her and the child out. She left. She left Tyrese, and now she's coming back for his money, hiring a third attorney. She hired a third attorney. That's how badly she wants his money. What happened to just walking away from a situation that you don't want to be in? If you feel like Tyrese is not doing enough in the marriage, you need to communicate with him. Don't just secretly move your stuff out and take the child with you. Tyrese changed the locks so you couldn't come back and get anything out of his house. I don't think that he maliciously tried to evict his daughter and you made that choice. But the thing is, women think that they're going to get the court of public opinion on their side. So what they're going to do is they're going to put what they want to be put out there. Tyrese, who did not want to break up his family, did eventually change the locks on the residence in September of 2020 when it became clear that Samantha had abandoned the residence and absconded with the party's minor child. He did not want her coming back to his house while he was gone. That's why he changed the locks. And I would have done the same thing. You don't want to be with me? You want to secretly pack your stuff and move to a different state? Don't come back here. Don't come back here. According to Tyrese's motion, he was blindsided by Samantha's divorce action last year. I can believe that too. This is a very calculating woman. Okay. And if she did not want to be in a celebrity relationship, she should have never married Tyrese. But she enjoyed it. But at some point, it was more about her and her feelings about him being gone and doing this, that, even though he was providing for her. He was providing a lifestyle for her and their child. But that doesn't matter to these women. Only thing that matters to them is their feelings. They think you're out having fun. They think that you're out dealing with other women. However, Samantha reportedly claimed their marriage fell apart because Tyrese, a world famous actor, was working too much. Are you serious? How do you think Tyrese can afford to put you in that mansion? How do you think Tyrese can afford to give you a $10,000 allowance? Take care of you. make you feel special. Like he did. I think he threw a birthday party for her, had the whole place set up like a photo shoot, just made her feel real special, right? How do you think Tyrese can afford that? You knew he was an actor when you got with him. Tyrese didn't just switch up. Tyrese was Tyrese before you got with him. You knew he was an actor. You knew that, he was going to be out in the public eye. I don't think that he pulled the wool over your eyes, Samantha. I don't. I think Tyrese was working to provide for himself and his children. You got to understand, I believe he's paying support for his other daughter. And I think the worst thing that Tyrese could have done in this situation was get married again, because his first marriage fell apart. Y'all know the breakdown he had over his daughter with his first wife. That's why he shouldn't have put himself through that again. But he felt like he found a woman in Samantha who checked all the boxes in his eyes. But sometimes, man, these women are never satisfied. You're going to divorce him. She didn't divorce him because he was cheating or that, he was verbally, talking down to her. None of that. It was because he worked too much. You didn't think that he would be working too much when you got with him. Now, she got with him before the CV pandemic of 2020. So obviously he was gone a lot. Now, I don't know if when you first started dating him, y'all were around each other more, or maybe he took you with him. But you got to understand, he has a schedule. That's how he can have the lifestyle that he has, because he has to work. Ain't a lot of successful men that ain't working unless they're retired. And Samantha should have known this before she got married to Tyrese. But it was only after she married Tyrese when she realized that she didn't want this lifestyle anymore. Back to it. Although the terms of their prenuptial agreement are not made public, Tyrese gave Samantha an allowance of $10,000 a month throughout their 3.5-year marriage. She was a housewife and a mom without a single bill to pay, meaning that the $10,000 a month was hers to spend on whatever she wished. So she had $10,000 a month that he was giving her for basically being a housewife. In addition to $20,000 a month in child support, Samantha wants Tyrese to pay 100% of the child expenses, including medical bills, private school, nannies, and etc. Do you know how much a private school costs? Private schools, especially some of the best ones, are up in the hundreds of thousands per year. And then she wants him to employ the nannies. So she don't want to have to pay for nothing. So what is Samantha going to pay for? Samantha, how are you going to pay your bills? You want him to financially take care of the child by himself. That's why she hired the third attorney. She hired the third attorney so he could financially support. So he can be on the hook for financially supporting the children 100%. So she don't have to take it. So literally Tyrese is going to be taking care of the child while she's not taking care of the child financially at all. While she on IG doing video interviews or whatnot. So what is Samantha going to take care of? So she wants $20,000 a month for the child. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So wait a minute. So hold on. Let me backtrack. I don't get ahead of myself. Samantha Gibson wants $20,000 a month in child support. Okay. But she wants Tyrese to pay 100% of the child expenses outside of that $20,000, which would mean that he takes care of the medical bills, the private school, the nannies, and it said etc. So there's more on that list. So what the hell is the $20,000 for? If Tyrese is already funding the child's expenses, what is the $20,000 for? And don't tell me it's to take care of the child, because it is not. Child support has never been about the children. that child support money is going straight to Samantha and funding Samantha's lifestyle. Because if he's already taking care of all the other expenses, what the $20,000 for? And don't tell me it's for groceries. Don't tell me that. Two people living in the house together. How much groceries would you possibly need? Is Samantha gonna work? I'm pretty sure she's doing something, right? This is why men speak out against child support, because it's never tracked. They need to start tracking child support and making sure these women are actually doing with the money like they say they should be doing with the money. This is why Tyrese is now dating who he's dating now, because he's tired of dealing with women who want the world to perceive them as a dutiful woman, a religious woman, a woman who's about family and faith, when really they're about themselves. You leave a man because he works too much. Her demands far exceed what Georgia courts have been known to grant for child support in the past. It's highly unlikely that Samantha will get what she's asking for. In the meantime, Tyrese and his 25-year-old girlfriend, Zelly, are still going strong despite rumors that they broke up. Yeah, this is why he's doing what he's doing now. He's in situations where he's pretending to break up with women to help them. It's crazy. Listen, Tyrese does not need to get married anymore. This needs to be it. It's clear that, everybody sees this as unreasonable. I'll link this article in the description box. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to the Patreon. I'm putting up new content there. Email me video topics. You can DM me on IG video topics. You can tag me on Twitter. If there's anything you want to see me post, let me know.